Greetings to all of you who are there in Paris. I want to send you the message that we are aware of the struggle in Iran for freedom and democracy, and you are not alone. There are people all over the world, and one right here in this congressional office, who is standing in solidarity with you today. The peace of the world is at stake, as well as the freedom of the people of Iran. We will not have a peaceful world as long as the mullah regime controls that country with an iron fist, stamping out those individuals who would create a better world and a more peaceful region. No, what we need to do today is to stand together, both Muslims and Christians and others, who believe that the people of Iran should not be standing alone. So I want to thank you for what you're doing. The issue perhaps that should have our most attention today, of course, is the tragedy of what's happened at Camp Ashraf. Recently I visited Iraq, and it was arrogance to the point that even a congressional delegation led by myself, who as the chairman of an investigative subcommittee of the United States Congress, was denied access to Camp Ashraf. This should send a message to my government that something is really wrong when we can't even have access to talk to the people of Camp Ashraf. We know now that there was an atrocity committed against these people. We know now that there was a massacre that resulted in the death of at least 35 members of the camp and the wounding of hundreds of others. This cannot be ignored and cannot be forgotten. I can pledge to you today that my subcommittee, the Committee on Investigations and Oversight of the Foreign Affairs Committee of the U.S. Congress, we will hold hearings and come to the truth about what happened in Camp Ashraf. This massacre was not just a crime against those individuals, which is bad enough. This is a crime against humanity when unarmed civilians are mowed down by military, by an armed military. People who had no threat to a military operation were murdered and as part of a systematic killing. This cannot be ignored and will not be ignored. I met with Prime Minister Maliki while I was in Iraq, and I told him directly that we would be holding hearings and that the truth would be disclosed as to the massacre of these people, and that the massacre of civilians at Camp Ashraf was indeed a crime. You can expect me and the other members of my committee to follow through with this statement and this commitment, not only to you, but to those people in Camp Ashraf who have been victimized by this injustice and this murder, which seems to have been approved at the highest levels of the Iraqi government. So today, I join you in a commitment to bringing democracy to Iran. Those who have died, whether it's in Camp Ashraf or other people who have died in the streets struggling for freedom in Iran, these are our brothers and sisters. These are people who are on our side, the side of the good people of this world who think that radical Islam, as represented by the Muslim mullahs and that dictatorship in Iran, that this is something that should concern all of us, no matter what our faith and where we live. So today, I send you greetings to those who've gathered from around the world in Paris to express this solidarity and this commitment to bringing about a more democratic and peaceful Iran. I'm with you, the American people are with you, and we will bring justice, and we will not forget this massacre at Camp Ashraf.